Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of love. Okay, so it's quite early in the morning, but I felt guided to sit down and give you guys a message first thing in this morning. So let's do it. Let's see what's going on. Some of you might, sorry, some of you might have been being really being really guided to be a little more guarded, or you might be feeling energetically a little more guarded right now, okay? Because you recently could have had a fight, or you recently could have been involved in some kind of struggle or some kind of back and forth, some kind of confusion, because I'm being really drawn to like the clouds back here. And I feel like some of you feel like you need to speak your truth, because it's like I'm seeing like clouds rising up, kind of like the Seven of Cups, and then like her putting up the sword and kind of like cutting through the confusion, like cutting through and creating this clear mental space here. And you might be feeling that in your body, right? You might be feeling a disconnect between like your higher chakras and your lower chakras, because you might have been feeling a kind of lack of stability, okay? You could be really struggling or needing to ground yourself right now, to help ground yourself in the present moment so that you can concentrate on the more positive and more lighthearted things that are happening, and concentrate on, instead of, concentrate more on the new beginning, like the rebirth part of this death process that you're going through right now. Some of you might be being guided to kind of walk away from any kind of drama or fighting or negativity in your life, and it could come through in many different ways. Some of you might be being guided to have kind of like really in need of a self-care day, of kind of just a day by yourself. Maybe you go get a massage, or maybe you just you'll buy yourself a new outfit, or you just spend a day, in the park, laying around, or at your house, just cleaning or cooking, or whatever it is that gives you that kind of like at peace, at ease, like feeling, whatever that is for you, right? And yeah, and then ground yourself in that for sure. Definitely around your feminine energy, regardless of how you identify yourself. We all carry both, right? So the collective's feminine energy right now is needing that grounding energy, and to remember, yeah. So Spirit's really guiding you right now to fill up your own cup. To fill up your own cup. And I'm really getting with this right here, it's giving me very body of Christ. So some of you might be very strictly Catholic, or that you might have your roots in Catholicism. But there is this feeling here of giving to yourself, giving this peace, right? This peace, this hope, and giving it to yourself to fill up your own cup. So it's giving me like a concentrate on filling up your own cup. And then it's taking me to the Two of Cups. So it's saying, put up those boundaries in your life where you need to, right? Where you need to. Okay. I see the masculine energy back here is peeking its way out. So we'll talk about the masculine energy in just a second, because I did see, originally behind this Queen of Swords, I also saw the Empress as well. So yeah, so your masculine energy has some things to say too, but your feminine energy right now is like really nourish yourself, right? You can't come into a Two of Cups if you don't have a full, that full cup for yourself. So make sure that you're filling up your own cup. Yeah, because that's how that you can get to that Two of Cups moment where you are balanced and giving, you know, equally. Some of you might need to feel a lot more grounded in your stability, because you might have gone through something recently that made you feel very either physically, emotionally, or kind of like financially, materially unstable, and or even like at your job, something like that, a combination of some of those things. So let it resonate as it does for you. And it's left this kind of shaken energy in your lower chakra. So Spirit is saying right now, you really need to concentrate on balancing out, especially your root chakra, And your solar plex chakra, because your solar plex chakra is really going to help you to transmute any of the dark energy or lower vibrational energy, like the fear energy, the guilt, the shame energy, any of those emotions. It's really going to help you to pinpoint and to help relieve yourself from feeling those emotions about what you're going through right now. Finding truth, yeah, right? Getting in touch with your deeper emotions so that they can be your guide, right? Your emotions are your internal guidance system. They are your guide, but they don't have to be, you don't have to immediately react off your emotions, right? So it's this nice balance between being able to utilize and understand what signals the emotions that you're going through are giving you, and then but then also being able to allow those to filter through your more like logical mind and respond instead of reacting to things, right? Because that way you're giving your power to yourself. You're not giving your power over to your emotions, and you're not giving your power over to other people or outside of yourself by completely shutting that part of yourself down, right? So you're finding that equal balance between the two. Yeah. So that's going to help you quell any kind of like fears or doubts or shame or guilt, any of those lower, those kind of heavier emotions, we'll say. We won't say necessarily lower vibrational emotions, but we'll just say heavier emotions that kind of, keep you in that state of not feeling grounded, not feeling safe. It's those very emotions that keep you in this kind of cycle of wanting to feel safety, and that's why you're feeling these emotions. But then you feeling these emotions is keeping you, it's kind of clouding your vision from being able to find the solution to relieving yourself of this energy. Yeah. So give to yourself. Give to yourself right now. Fill up your cup. Make you your priority right now. Yeah. Hermit, right? You're being asked to go into this hermit mode and go inside and find that star, right? Find that healing energy for yourself. Yeah. To persevere through the hardships that you've been enduring. But it's more a sense of being able to relieve yourself of those hardships instead of feeling like you have to continuously hold on to them. The ten of wands does not appear for to stay around as a permanent thing, right? But there are so many people who get hooked in that, with that fear, shame, guilt, that kind of, and they get stuck in that place, like kind of hangman energy, right? Yeah, and they get stuck in that place, and it just lingers because they either allow their emotions to control them, and they respond to things or react to things, right? Or they stifle their emotions and pretend like they don't exist and bottle them up, and that kind of energy. Sorry. I have a cut on my hand, you guys. I cut my hand. That's why it's wrapped up. It's just so it looks way worse than it actually is. It's just the position that it is in on my hand. I can't stick a band-aid there. But anyway, the Eight of Swords is this energy of, again, feeling mentally stuck, not actually being stuck. So not so much of a hangman energy, but feeling stuck, staying stuck in a karmic cycle in the past, right? Around the way you think about yourself and your life, how things that you've gone through in the past really affect your emotions and your subconscious, right? And how you've been feeding yourself lies and delusions, how these we keep ourselves stuck in those cycles, right? Sometimes. Okay. And you know we betray ourselves from having this Two of Cups that we really want, right? So it's the self-saboteur kind of energy because we feel stuck in the past, which I feel like this is an energy you're working your way out of, right? I do want to say that. This is definitely an energy that you're working your way out of. Because I feel like it's an energy that you're trying to leave behind. Yeah, but there is some things that you have been holding on to, or some things that more appropriately, it feels like things that are holding on to you. But Spirit is trying to bring justice in the situation, right? It's all about how you receive it. It's all about how you view it. Sometimes it is really hard to see, to see things being what we perceive as taken away from us, because we set up in our society, we set up this whole psychological thought process of, if things are taken away from you, it's because you're being punished, right? And that happens in our childhood. Oh, you don't do this, or you didn't do that, I'm going to take away your toys, I'm going to take away things that, as a punishment. So when we get older, it's hard to kind of let it not feel like the universe is punishing us by taking things away from us. And that's people, places, things, all different levels of things, all different types of things in your life, right? And I've been very briefly, just dipping my toe into starting to study Stoicism, which I kind of take some things from it and then leave other things out of it. That's kind of how I do. I'm like, I like this part and that part, and I like this part and that part from that, and I kind of just make my own life philosophy out of little bits and bobs from here and there, right? Whatever speaks to me. And Epictetus, in his papers on Stoicism, talks a lot about how we don't lose people, we return them, because people were never ours. That thing, that house, it was never really yours. That's a material world concept that you're putting on that. You don't actually own it. You're not actually owed it, right? You don't own people. You don't own things in your life. And so we have this attachment to people, places, things, and that's where the pain of fear and the fear of loss comes in. I hope I'm explaining this right. But it's like this fear, so it's like working on your toxic attachments that you have to people, and or mentalities, philosophies, ways that you view yourself, or ways that you view how the world is supposed to be, how things are supposed to work, and kind of letting go of this need to stay attached to these things as a way of balancing yourself. So finding that balance inside of yourself and not having really firm attachments. Now, that's not the same as saying that it's not good to have loyalty or have, companionship. It's all a part of it. But that's why I say I'm not like an extremist about it or anything like that, but I'm taking bits and bobs of it, right? There was one part that I really, really liked. It was like Epictetus said, see life as a dinner party, right? Don't reach out, so you're at a dinner party, you're at a table, and all of the the dishes and what you're being fed is all being passed around, and so it's like, don't reach out for things as if to take them away from others, or take before it is your time, before it is your time for your plate to come. When your plate does come, take your fair portion, and don't feel, don't feel like this heaviness about when it is time to let go of it, right? See it as that kind of energy exchange, like that, right? Don't try to make things happen before it's time for them to happen. Allow them to naturally come to you when it is time for these things to be in your life. And then when it's time to let go of them, let go, right? Take what you need out of it and let go. I mean, not, selfishly, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? And I just really liked that part of it. Because I thought it was just a really good metaphor for it. I just thought it was a really, is that right? The metaphor? No, but anyway, I really thought that it was, a really good way to put it at the end of the day, right? So Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm holding this upside down. That's why I was like, wait, am I holding my deck upside down? Okay, no, they want them to come up upside down. I didn't pick it up upside down for without reason. So yeah, Queen of Cups. Um, it's like you've been maybe perhaps in the past. You could have had a lot. Okay, let me say this. You could have a lot of repressed emotions or repressed feelings or repressed memories coming up from the past because you spent so much of your time ignoring things or running away from them or not acknowledging them or being a good little girl or a good little boy or being silent, being seen but not silent. There's a lot of different ways that we raise or that we talk to our kids that really shape the type of obviously relationship, like psychological relation or psychology they have around interactions and relationships with other people, right? And it's about it's about the fact that until you face it, that's why it feels like it's been holding on to you, Spirit is saying, because you need to face it. And once you face it, you haven't been living in that truth of what really happened or really allowing how you really felt about it or speaking about how you really feel about it, how much it really does affect you. And that could, and you just could be kind of trying to, that could be the stability, the instability that you're feeling right now because you're feeling this things that you've been pushing down coming up to the surface, and it's creating this kind of ripple effect in your life, right? Spirit is showing me like how the land, how like magma, under pressure comes up and then, cracks the land and moves and things move and, and it arranges and changes, the topography of your mentality is kind of how Spirit is putting it. So it's normal, right? Spirit wants you to understand that it is normal for you to be readjusting, for you to have a variety of feelings, a vast emotion of, a vast ocean of emotions like running through you, because you're processing. Just allow yourself to process. Because it's almost like things that happened in your past or things, emotions and things that are they're being brought up to the surface because you're also experiencing things that are triggering you, triggering those exact emotions or those memories so that they can come to the surface so that they can, be dealt with and you can let go of the symptoms or the effects that having this attachment, having these attachment issues from your past or having this really affects your life and affects your capability and your, sorry, my nose is itching so bad on the end. That could be a sign for somebody if it is, but it really affects your way of connecting with yourself and filling up that cup, right? Filling up your own cup. Yeah, Spirit is saying that they're trying to bring justice to you. So yeah, exactly. They're bringing it. It's a little seed. It's a little seed to be planted. But it's and you might be feeling this kind of in between two worlds or in between shifting realities, however you want to put it. In the middle of a death rebirth process. So you're kind of feeling that in between area. Yeah, but it is coming to you. Yeah, Spirit said, I'm not joking. Yeah, but it's kind of giving me this kind of also this energy of instead of you holding it, give it up to Spirit. Although I know that for a lot of times I see this as, like the cloud appearing, like the like Spirit coming in and bringing things into your life. But this is almost like let it go and let Spirit take it energy that I'm getting from this. Because it is a blessing, right? That is a blessing that Spirit is helping you to really process these feelings and emotions so that you can let go of them, so that you can come from a healthier, more healed place, right? Yeah, and it could be a lot of things, right? There's 10 of Pentacles here, right? And I also feel like there will be, it's like this equal exchange. Spirit is showing me this equal exchange of you giving up these things and Spirit being able to bring blessings into your life. So giving up issues around your stability and your finances and replacing it with confidence and understanding and a career and a path that you really want to be on, giving up your issues around, relationships, around, your relationship around your body and around your self-confidence and on, whatever it is for you, right? Whatever has been causing this instability and all these emotions that have been coming up inside of you. I really feel like too, it's 10:01 down on the clock, on the real time clock. I really feel like, yeah, I really feel like that full moon in Capricorn brought a lot of this to the surface, right? For you to release, which is, a big purpose. Yeah, it was time. Yeah. And it's like this wheel of fortune. It's time for it to come up, and also like feel yourself being extremely fortunate for being able to bring these things to the surface so that you can work through them. Even though it is difficult, even though it does feel like a 10 of swords, even though it does feel like a 10 of wands, to face and acknowledge these things from your past. However, the ace, and you can finally get to a place where you can heal it, right? Can heal it and move on from it, and you don't have to keep carrying it. And it doesn't have to be a 10 of wands for forever, right? Yeah. I'm seeing the Hangman. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles, that equal exchange energy. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. Right? So you can get to this ace, so that you can get to this sun, so that you can get to this happiness, so that you can get to this healing, so that you can let go of that 10 and start anew, right? Get to get that to that full energy, right? 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this could really have to do with a job or a career, maybe even your life purpose, or just working on yourself and working on your life, working on your emotions, putting in the work. And whether you do that, with a combination of being by yourself, or you get professional help, or whatever it is, however it is that you can do this, right? It's bringing in this new cycle for you with that World card here, okay? And it really, with this 7 of swords right here, it might be kind of difficult for you to see it coming. Or it might be, it's kind of like it's hard to see the plan while you're in it, but then afterwards it's like, oh, hindsight, right? Hindsight, looking back, you're going to be like, okay. But it is kind of hard to see it when you're in the thick of it. Spirit says they understand that. Okay, is there anything else that you want to say? You are dealing with some illusions around this Queen of Pentacles energy that is inside of you. This stable, established, understanding energy that you want. The safety, this safety net, this financial, spiritual, emotional stability that you are really looking for. That seat, that root in your power, you have a lot of illusions around not actually having that, Spirit said. When the truth is that you do. That either through your own actions or the actions of others, or a combination between the two, which it usually is, you have, it's eluding you. This Queen of Pentacles energy, really truly seeing yourself and rooting yourself in this energy. You have an illusion around it. Yeah, and it's kind of almost this energy of, it's very kind of like shadow work, dark night of the soul, however whatever terms that you want to use on your journey, really facing your past trials and tribulations, whatever that is, whatever that energy is for you on your journey. No matter at what name you give it. It's this energy of all of this kind of like, like beast coming up from your past. things crawling out of the waters, the depths, being right, because the lobster is a bottom feeder, is like all the way at the bottom, right? And it's like all this energy of these really deep emotions buried way down coming out to the surface, right? And kind of these dogs like howling at the moon, right? These animals here, these beasts here howling at the moon energy and making themselves known, showing, crawling out from the depths and making themselves known. And this energy, this happening somehow has made you feel like this can't also be happening, but it can. You just have to marry those two sides of yourself, because we all have this energy inside of us. It doesn't make you not worthy to have, of having this too, or being seen as this just because you have this. We all do. Yeah. So whatever all of this back and forth, chaotic, kind of stirring up the dust energy that's been coming up in your life, it is going to be clearing. And Spirit said, you're going to be lifting that sword, lifting that truth, living in that truth. And that is what is going to give you. And it's really based on listening to your emotions and learning how to respond instead of reacting to things, right? Instead of being those beasts howling at the moon, it's face it so that you'll know how to have mastery of it, in a sense of using it to your benefit, right? And that's what's gonna part the clouds here. You see the clouds here, and kind of like more separation and instability in between the two halves of yourself, as well as this Two of Cups energy that I know a lot of you are, in separation and things like that. Yeah. 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 There's an energy of facing that darkness so that it doesn't have the same type of control or power over you, right? Because that's how it really gets its power, is getting you to run away and not face it and stay stuck in this energy. But if you turn around, if you face it, if you really look at it, you have to admit that it's there first and then heal it and let it go. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Just turn around, face it, and then you can just heal it. Yeah. But Spirit said they understand. They're not asking you to heal everything all at once. It takes years of work, right? You're standing at this precipice, or standing on the edge, looking forward, being like, I'm just waiting for this time that I'm going to feel healed, that I'm going to feel better. It's just going to take time. You're going to heal yourself little parts at a time. See how this person, it's kind of, I don't think that's what's actually happening here, but it looks like to me like this robe that this man has on has all these different patches in it. And Spirit said that's kind of how it's going to be. There's going to be parts of your life that get cut away, or that, and then they'll get replaced with something else, and then you'll have to give this up, but, or this will get ripped off, but you'll be able to mend it back together with, something else. And you're kind of going to be this kind of mismatch patchwork, but that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to, that's literally the purpose of you going through all these things, right? From you feeling like, wow, yeah, from you feeling all of this energy right here, right? This missing something inside of yourself, not being sat, always waiting for the next thing to come around, and then also, feeling that abandonment at the same time, or feeling like, lost, out, and wondering, and what am I looking for, and where is it, and what am I missing? What am I missing inside of myself? Why do I feel, whatever insecurities that you're dealing with. Why do I feel like that about myself, or about people, or about my relationship with people, or my relationship to my job, or my money, or food, or whatever it is? Or just, how I feel about my mind. The struggles that I go through. Spirit said, it's okay. You know, it's okay that you're not all the way healed. You're not supposed to be. It's okay that you're still, you know, dealing with things. You're still finding your way and you're still stumbling and falling sometimes. That's okay. The important thing is that, you know, that you get back up and that you don't allow yourself to stay in this lost state. It doesn't mean that this lost state won't ever come back because of other things that happen in the future, but every time you find your way out of it, you know, you learn, you persevere, you grow stronger, you grow more knowledgeable. You're turning into that emperor energy, right? Right. But you have to go out there and face it. The full. That's how you get to this full energy, right? Spirit saying stay young. Stay young and playful and seeing life as a playground. Even when tough and heavy things are happening, stay in the moment as much as you can and search for the happiness, you know, in your life and in, you know, in the small things and in the joys and in the people around you. And that's what's going to really help you to just deal with a lot of it. Because I feel like a lot of you have a hard time just dealing with a lot. Feeling overwhelmed or feeling a lot of anxiety. And Spirit is saying it's because there's this disconnect between what your body and your mind really need and what you're giving it and what we've been taught to give it, how we've been taught to relax, how we've been taught to play, how we've been taught to think about our productivity and our role in life. Oof, there's big Palladian energy here. If you guys are into the star seeds, for sure, showing up. The being above, waking people up. I'm telling you, there's big Palladian energy here as well, too. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Planting seeds. Absolutely. Star seeds. Star seeds, planting seeds, right? Yeah. Thank you for the confirmation. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Okay, just 1 second, please. All right, sorry about that. Since we have some clear energy present, okay, look at this. Look at this. They're already starting. Let's go. Okay. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. It's right. You don't have to do it all at once. I was just saying that, right? Because you're here. Earth school. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. You're here to learn. That's why you're here. You're here to elevate. You're here to learn. It's okay, right? You are not alone. Okay. Oh, yep. And you're learning through these karmic relationships, okay, that you're going through right now. 100%. Oh, why are these upside down? Star ancestors. Okay, absolutely. So your star ancestors are here with you. Okay. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Exactly. You're being cracked open right now, right? That's why you're going through all of this right now. Because you have this mission here, right? Light worker starseed. Serve the world by being you. Exactly. You're here elevating, showing this light here, spreading this light, learning your lessons, also learning new lessons to spread to other star systems as well. Earthened, right? Learning how to be human in a world but not of it. Okay? That's why you're here. It's important, right? It's all a part of just, you know, of this energy that we're having here. All the karmic lessons and everything that you're going through, it is for this polarity. It is for this star energy, okay? I do feel like a lot of you are going to come into really significant starseed relationships in this lifetime. Very significant. You are like, your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creativity, accountability. That's so funny, right? Look, right? You're manifesting this whole new world, right, into being for yourself and waking up to like your deeper mission here. But you just have to, you know, it's important. You're learning how to blend in here and how to be here. Okay. 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 Trust the timing. Absolutely. Again, right? It's time. Don't try to reach out and have your plate before it's your time, right? And then when it's time, take your fill. And then when it's time, let it go. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out, right? Your time is not. A lot of you are feeling this anxiety because you're feeling like your time is running out to bring a solution here to this, right? And that's not the case. Spirit knows what they're doing. And so do you. You just have to trust that. All paths lead home. Exactly. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Thank you. 100%. Right? 100%. Turn your gaze within to find this healing within you. Right? Turn your gaze within. Right? With this devil energy here, that's like this karmic relationship energy. Okay, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Exactly, right? You are creating this new place. That's why you're here. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth is as a portal. Yeah, like I said, a lot of you are gonna have very significant star seed relationships here, as well as like children, star seed children. Very importante. Yes. Will and Orca elders sharing your song, frequency of sound, deep or diving deep. Absolutely. So the well energy also definitely reminds me of the hermit energy as well. And it's kind of like hermit high priestess kind of energy. Sharing your song, frequency of sound. Yeah. Standing up and living that truth and that voice, sharing your voice, sharing that inner voice, that inner truth, outwardly to the world. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary. I told you guys there was Pleiadian energy here, right? For sure. Woo. Weight of the world. Look at that. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Oh my God. What did I say, right? Let it go. Let this 10 of Pentacles go, you guys. Okay? Not 10 of Pentacles, sorry. But yes, that kind of 10 of Pentacles energy that I was talking about, all the different things you're being asked to let go of, right? Let it go. Let it go. It wasn't yours to carry. Give it up to your angels. Give it up to your star team. Let it go, right? You were made to feel like it was your job to carry this, but it's not, right? Have these boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Give it up to your star family. Give it up to spirit and allow them to help carry the load, right? Because it wasn't yours to carry in the first place. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a living prayer. Yeah. Give that energy to yourself. Yeah, I just saw the perspective card. Yeah, that's like, again, like I was saying, your perspective is going to be changing, right? Okay, 3 more, Spirit is saying, and then we're going to end this. I love, okay, 1, 2, 3, there it is. Perspective, okay? Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So zoom out. This is all a matter of perspective. Give yourself some space and time. Let it go, yeah. There's other things happening, Spirit is saying. There's a lot of other things happening that you need to be concentrating on. Yeah, don't get solely lost trying to solve other people's problems. Also, Spirit is saying, turn inward to yourself. The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. Exactly. You've been in this kind of void energy, right? This stopping energy. And this kind of growth, that seed being planted, right? That kind of energy. Things coming to light, a new earth, a new place happening. You've just kind of been in that in between, right? of this growth energy. It's okay. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting, right? What did I say? That you were trying to root yourself, right? Feeling that rooted in energy. You might feel like there are people in your past that owe you apologies or that owe you something. But I was talking about that earlier, right? With letting go, with feeling like you don't own people, and unfortunately, not it's not unfortunately, but you can't control other people, right? If you have this kind of mindset, you can't control whether or not people hurt you, whether or not they do say sorry, even if they, it would be, they have done you wrong. It's about letting go and not needing that, letting go and finding your own center without needing that from other people, whether or not it's approval or understanding or love or. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to be completely devoid of emotions. I would never say that because they're very important. And I said there's nothing wrong with wanting companionship or what. That's a part of being a human. That's a part of being a person, wanting other people to be around you, and love you and accept you. But yeah, you got some of you with the Star Brothers energy. A lot of you have a lot of like Archangel Michael energy around you. Deep cellular healing, exactly. Arcturus energy. Physical and emotional healing. Yeah, absolutely. So there is this really deep healing that's happening here for you, physical and emotional. And about kind of how I'm also being reminded of why can't I think of the author of the book right now? But it's The Body Keeps the Score. It's how emotional trauma attaches and manifests in your nervous system and in your body, and how healthy your body is, very loosely in general, very loosely. But yes, yeah, some of you might want to work on that, might want to do like, it's something about listening to your body more and being more closely in tuned with your surroundings and being in the present and trying to relieve your anxiety about, you know, bringing up things from the past as well as worrying about the things from the future, and kind of bringing that energy into the moment that you're living right now. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you to your spirit guides and my spirit guides, as well as the clear Palladian energy that came through. Thank you to that consciousness as well. Appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you guys for all of the work that you're doing in your life. Don't be so hard on yourself, you guys. Don't be so hard on yourself. Take yourself seriously. Take your journey seriously, but don't be so hard on yourself. Have a little bit more fun and faith in yourself, okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. I really appreciate all of you guys. Like the content if you liked it, okay? Let me know in the comment section down below if this made sense, if you liked it, if you're interested in any of the things that I mentioned. Check that out. And check out the links in the description box down below as usual if you feel guided to. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is listed down below as well. So thank you guys so very much, okay? And I will see you lovelies in the next one. I hope this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you were looking for, all right? Bye!